Hi homies, welcome to today's video, which is the third episode of a Redstone series, which is doing so well. What's this guy doing over here? You're ruining the video. Get out. Anyways, all the series, the past two videos of the series have been doing so well, so we're doing the third episode, which has some redstone contraptions that you might find useful to know. So don't look at that lever; it's not there. So we got a nice wall with definitely nothing behind it. But what's this? A lever? Oh my goodness, there's a door in the wall. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna save for this bit. Anyways, this is a gem door or a flush prison door, whatever you call it. It's a pretty cool door for hidden bases and stuff. Well, just hidden entrances in general. Now, I know a flush door sounds a little scary, but trust me, chat. Trust me, guys. It's actually not that bad. This is all the redstone you need for a hidden door. I'll break it down over here. We have two sets of pistons, one for each side of the door. These four pistons here push these two pistons and the blocks to these blocks right here. Then these pistons push the blocks outwards to fill in the gap where the door would be. This upper line runs along the top to power the pistons because quasi-connectivity allows you to power both pistons from this block. Make sure you have these repeaters set to 1 tick. What's happening here is these pistons right here don't get powered because they're underneath the repeater. But once these pistons push them out to underneath these redstone lines, they get powered. And these repeaters also delay these pistons from unpowering, which allows these pistons to drag the blocks in force, as you can see in the opening. Overall, making a very smooth door. That's next up here we have ourselves the 3x3 vault door, and now you're wondering why is it called a vault door? When close, it looks like a vault. Pretty cool stuff. Over here, we'll break it down. Let's first remove all the door blocks. This is the piston layout. There's 6 on each side, 2 on top, and 4 at the bottom. There is 2 pistons down here to push the middle block up. So let me show you how to build it. We want to get our 2 bottom pistons, and then place our other pistons on these stuff. Fill in the middle. Place some supporting blocks here for your pistons. They help you place them correctly. Like so. And then off of these you wanna build up a few blocks. Let's put the rest of our door in. And that's all the pistons we need. Now it's time for the redstone. So you can actually power all 3 pistons by running a redstone line through the middle here. And then we have to run redstone up here to power these pistons. You don't need to put a repeater here, but I did. I don't know why I did. So wait. Sorry for sounding a little tired today, chat. I did not sleep well last night, and I also, if I had to re-record this video, unfortunately. That's why I have that stuff there. From the first time I recorded the video. My mic was acting up and basically recorded the audio for the video so quiet that it would not be reasonable for me to post it. So you gotta put we gotta put our torches, these redstone torches, which helps transfer the power upwards. Fun little fact: if you can transfer power upwards like this. We're basically just stacking NOT gates here. And that's what we're doing here to a much smaller extent, though. Now you gotta hook up all bottom pistons here. And here you wanna have like repeaters, just because you're gonna be running a redstone line down here. That'll be reference. Alright. So we're powering this block here because when that middle piston gets pushed up, you can power this block to power that piston, push its block up. Now, Redstone has a big redstone contraption has a lot of powering through blocks because it's just a really useful feature, you know. And you want to set this piston to not piston, this repeater to 1 tick. Make sure you break the blocks underneath it because there's actually. Ooh. Is there redstone down there? No, it's not. I'm just crazy. Alright. Now on this side, we are gonna do some. Wait a minute. No. We power the pistons from this side. Don't worry about making mistakes in your redstone builds. That's part of the process, you know. Helps you learn. Fun fact, this door design I actually made in a survival world, just messing around with redstone, messing around. I made with no tutorial. I don't know if this design is completely original though, so y'all got to let me know if someone else has made this. Now, make sure we have both of these repeaters on 2 ticks. Oh, not 2 ticks, 4 ticks. Now you should be able to power everything, and the door is shut, open, and closed. Pretty neat, isn't it? Anyways, onto the 3x3 door, which is like the vault door, but not a vault. I put the level in this time. As you can see, it's a very, very slim door. Let's set time today. Alright. About same principle here with the middle piston extender, the double piston extender there. Let's get all the pistons in. There's only 2 pistons on this side because we'll be pushing down this upper block with pistons on top. However, this side will have all 3 pistons. Also remember there's a piston down here, which this block is actually pushed to fill in where this block is, because this block right here gets pushed up too. That's all the redstone for this. So now we get to not redstone, all the pistons. Actually no, all door pistons. There was an extra piston right here, but this isn't. This pushes a. This pushes a redstone block. That if we got big ass blocks down here, which powers a hopper, which powering hoppers locks them. If you remember that from a previous video. And the observer can actually detect it when a hopper is locked. Very useful. Go observer back out. It doesn't really matter which direction the observer was facing. Or not observer. It doesn't matter which direction the hopper was facing, as long as you're able to lock it. And now, we put observer here to power this piston. And observer here to power this block, which powers this middle piston. Whenever it's up. Make sure you put a piece of redstone dust there. I believe there is a observer facing onto that hopper we were locking. So now you absorb the piston firing there. Get a observer there, which powers these lines, which powers these top pistons. Well, and then this line right here powers the bottom one. This will power a block. This will power the redstone. This will powers the pistons, which then absorbs this. And then I think if we gotta check the tickets on the repeaters, but 4 ticks there, everything should be done right. Oop! What went wrong? Something has I might misplace this repeater. Oh, this absorber's placed wrong, I do believe. Yeah, there we go. Make sure your observers are facing the right way. And they get a walking door. Over here we have a very interesting 3x3 door. It's called a glass door. The design is not by me, and if I can find the original video, I will post it down below. Although this is a slightly edited design for a modern Minecraft. Basically, well, this is meant to be a glass door, but I found that it would work really well for a maze that changes, because you can make a dead end like this, flawlessly turn into a new path. But let's do his glass. Anyways, cool door. Very cool door. Don't ask what happened. Oh no. Don't ask what happened there. In the previous episode, I was showing off a TNT cannon. Oh, not. Last the original recording of this, I was showing off a TNT cannon and it blew up. Anyways, here's a smaller TNT cannon. Yikes. It's a little unpredictable. But anyways, how the TNT cannon works is that the TNT back here is pushed by the water close to this TNT, which is delayed, so this will ignite a little bit after this is TNT's ignited. This here propels this TNT forward. The longer delay you have here, the longer the fuse on this TNT is. And the more TNT you have here, the more on this side, more power. More TNT here, the more explosive you have. Just make sure you have this block. If you're only doing one of these dispensers, make sure that you have the other block filled in, or else it will blow itself up. A very classic Minecraft thing. Now I'll show you how to build it. It's really easy. Let's do yourself some Make sure you're using dispensers, not droppers. Droppers drop items, dispensers use the item if they can use it. Remember that. Make sure you remember the water in the slab. The slab gives the TNT part, this TNT over here, a height difference, which makes it so when the TNT blows up, it forces this TNT upwards. Now we get our TNT, and it should work. Alright, let's hope it doesn't blow itself up. There we go. Onto a slightly useless contraption. This is a block conveyor. Basically, you just have a bunch of pistons pushing blocks in a loop, and all these pistons need to be hooked up to a what would we call this? Like this kind of circuit. It's like a repeater clock or something. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, you could probably do it more efficiently than this. This is just like a example. Time for the final contraption of the. Actually, wait a minute. I skipped the contraption, I think. Oh wait, it blew up in the last video. You know what? Here, I'll speed run it. Not. Whenever I was testing this, it blew up. I don't know. I mean, we'll get a lesson. I'm gonna show you all how to build a redstone sword. Very easy. I want to build a P shape here. Now here, we should just renaming your items, but you want to get like 11 11 items in each slot of the hopper, except the first one. The first one is your sorting slot. Make sure you put in your item you want to sort first, mostly a stack, and then you put this in. It will filter. Oh wait, hold on. No, don't be like me. I'm stupid. You need to put your items on this. On this. So then this one with this is your your inputs. So and don't worry about you can safely have like a bunch of these close together and it won't mess the others up. I don't think. No, it won't. It won't mess up as long as you're careful. It won't mess up the others. But you see here, we have exactly one resin, and we can just sort through. Anyways, pretty cool, right? Anyways, back to what I was supposed to do. This is a slime block elevator. I'll show you how to build it real quick. Make sure you want to make sure you have a obsidian down here. Probably want to block that off here. Because I need a flow block you want. Make sure it's a movable. Now there's a lot of ways to stop an elevator. One of the ways is to once it's reached the desired location, you can put a block here that'll stop everything. But the way I do it sometimes with these 2x2 elevators, so I just get a bunch of trapdoors, right? And whenever, and since these are, oops, since these are like technical difficulties. I'm not messed up. Hold on. Did I actually flip the observers? I might have flipped them. Yeah, I did. Alright, alright. Mm, wait, is it? I really just... There we go. And when the elevator reaches the top, it stops. I mean, it's not the most elegant, but that's what it is. And that's something you can do is that if you're doing like a wall of furnaces, right, for your shaft, as I like to use a dispenser because it blends in, and also it can actually trigger observers. Anyways, that's about it for today's video. Um, if y'all have anything you want to see me build or tutorials on, comment down below, and I'll most likely see you in the next one. Bye.